Entering leave session puck. Ready. Ready. Edit uniform. Edit. Entering. Edit uniform. Ready. Edit unit. Entering. Unit. Entering. Ready. Edit uniforms. Ready. Home team selection Florida Gators.
Began 3.5 months ago has all built to this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Cumstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action.
Entering play call screen.
The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it'd be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback.
Categories. You have 12 options. Double post is selected. Max protect.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard
Entering
line.
play call. Coach
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Slams right into the wall. They got him for a loss.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
And now a third down of the opening drive of this championship game. Out of the gun now on third down. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. He stopped right at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield. Washington getting set for the first and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Looks like a man is down on the field at the last play, so we'll take a timeout.
Zone shot.
Here's the second down play. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Gators. Pick six could be a game changer.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw it. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Extra point try coming now. PAT is good, so it's 7-0.
Entering play call, you have 7 options, 5, 4, 2, return
So
left
after
to
putting up the
select.
touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the
Entering play
20-yard line.
call,
Good job by the
coach
coverage team.
suggestions, there are 8 categories, you have 12 options, empty and HD swing is selected.
And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. Can they recover from that right now? Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Entering play call, coach
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run, pick up the first, keep his drive moving.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. A deep shot to the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Throws it to the right. What a catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I'll tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
First down and 10 now.
Backs protect.
Handoff to the back. 0 running room. Stop right at the last
Entering
minute.
play call, coach suggestions,
They don't block the
there are 8
defensive end and
categories,
show some
you have 12
quickness for getting
options,
around the edge that
switches
time.
selected.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, and he dropped it. Do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! And finally stopped it, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
And the Huskies looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're still 2 yards from the end zone. 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this next call is going to be interesting for this offensive coordinator. Nothing there on this 2nd down call. Now here's 3rd and goal right on the doorstep. If I'm the quarterback, I'm challenging my offensive line.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wheeler. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line.
Play call, coach suggestions. Area 6 precinct. There, cover 2 drop, cover 3 hard flat.
The back's got it. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Entering play call.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Exactly. Here's 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to chuck it again. The pass rush closing in. Swarm for the pass rush. Well, these defensive ends are hard to handle on the edge. That's how he comes around the corner and hits the quarterback.
Boy, this defensive end is so talented. He can bull rush you and use his power or also use his quickness to be able to get around the corner, bend, and then lower in on the quarterback. That's exactly what he's able to do, and I love the way he finished on that sack.
And the Washington offense retakes the field here. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
He finds some space. He's in the clear. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. The sure hands, it's Cross. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen could be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. The pass rush gets home. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down and 14. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So here they come on 4th and long. Giving up that sack earlier has made this a huge challenge. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking deep to the right side. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get it. But you've got time, way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
Stop right there at the line, no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Gotta give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
The quarterback looks to his right. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the mark.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on 1st and 2nd down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
A fun conference championship battle in the early going. Deadlock at the end of the first. Let's check out the stats real quick. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start.
You have 9 options. Cover 3 hard flat is selected.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down.
Yes.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
You have 9 options. Cover 3 hard flat is selected.
So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looks right, lets it fly. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. He's got his man in the open field. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and of course the last couple years with Michael Penix.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? With the catch, it's Cross.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Huskies looking to run some tempo here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He cannot escape. It's a sack. They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the 7.
Hey, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
They'll run it to the right side, fighting him off. Got the first down and still motoring. Touchdown, Florida. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And they get set now to try to PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7.
Entering play call, you have 7 options, 5, 4.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback.
There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Logo is selected.
And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Pass one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Looking to scramble now. Good head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Has the first, still on the move. And the senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He's bringing it back. And finally bringing him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Well, the offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. Instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call.
Left is selected. Pass.
Running back with the football. Running with purpose. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fast, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Will not be brought down. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Gators. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Yeah, that play just opened up and allows this back to take it all the way to the end zone. Typically, he doesn't have the speed on these longer runs, but that time, with the vision and the play opening up, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
Entering play call. You have 7
Kickoff
options.
team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Selected.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there.
Entering play team divide.
Huskies offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they trap him for a sack. And the Huskies begin to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the National.
Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already, and we're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida. The defense produces 6 points.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
And they'll set up with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
Entering play call. You have 7 options.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to move away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good
Entering
coverage
play
there.
call. Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Empty and X slant spot is selected.
And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Entering play call.
Heck of a job here by this defense in defending this big tight end on this route. Had him covered kind of inside and outside no matter which way he went. They had a defender ready to knock that ball away.
Looking deep downfield to the left. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard by this aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of it? Swarm with a pass rush. A sack. That coach say, we'll try it again. They're 0 for 3 on previous 4th down attempts. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's a 4th down stop.
Entering play call.
Over in plus territory.
6 categories.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone and you're going for it here. You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the ball to the ground. They scoop up the ball. It's on a live play. And they will score. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, you talk about avoiding a disaster. That ball was on the ground, free for everybody to pick up. The offense picks it up, and not only that, they take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now in PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
Entering play call, you have 7 options. 5, 4,
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25.
Recent, there are 8 categories. You have 9 options. Algo is selected.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Play call.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this,
Entering
7 sacks in this game so far.
Categories. You have 9 options.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. Gets some space around the 30. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Well, this is one of the dangers of playing man-to-man coverage against a quarterback like this. Yeah, they cover everybody down, but without a spy on this quarterback, good job of him recognizing this running lane, just taking off. And with everybody with their backs to the quarterback, he picks up big yards.
He gets loose. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going to pull it down and run. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Quick throw over the middle. Oh, he makes the catch. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
With these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. On the move now. Runs through the defender. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. The Huskies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Moves out of the pocket. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And the Huskies looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Nothing on that play makes it 2nd down and goal from the 2. They'll try the option play here. The ball is out close to the goal line. The defense has it, off and running. He's at the 50. across the 40. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. All the way back for a scoop and score. This place going crazy.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 6
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT is good as they build on this big lead.
Entering play call. You have 7 options.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. We'll start at the 25.
There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Post and cross is selected.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Timeout is called on strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime.
You have 9 options. All go is selected.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
This is a much better job by this defense after giving up some yards on the previous play. This time they made sure this one fell incomplete.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the score remains very lopsided. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it out to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. Coach suggestions.
Here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Send the back in motion. Looking to pass here. That one's incomplete. An interesting first down call. It doesn't work.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Fights through a tackle. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
A lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
They'll try to run for the first down. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Gators line up on first and 10 now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Punt over the middle. It's Wheeler.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball and be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. Instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and get some positive yards. Quarterback
looking to pass here on second down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Adams. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Gators.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more.
Entering play call, you have 7 options. 5, 4, 2, return left is selected.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No.
And entering stats, abilities, coaching. Pause. You have 3 options. Depth chart is selected. Entering depth slot 2, slot 3, slot 1. Entering play call. Coach inside zone.
The Washington offense retakes the field here. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. What a grab by the sophomore.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, and he dropped that one. Great chance at his second interception of the game.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They make the stop, but it's a big play for the 31.
Now, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Defense is electing to play double coverage on this receiver, and the quarterback still tries to squeeze the ball in there.
2nd and 10 now from the 31 after the incompletion.
Short cross.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. The Huskies come to the line to run the hurry up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Empty and stick and not selected.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Throws to the tight end. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
Nickel coverage there. The quarterback just couldn't find any matchups to his advantage. So the result is a scramble that falls short of the first down. Now, a challenging 4th and medium coming up.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for the wide out. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
The Florida offense is back out on the field now. And they'll give it to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Entering play call.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to split the field range, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Coach suggests Song Blitz 0. Cover 3 does me goal.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Play call.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the move now. Using his legs here. Crosses the 45. What a move. Makes one miss. Picks up the 1st down before they stop.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
The Gators with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he finds the running back in the flat. And he's brought down, but they move backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. 3rd and very long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
So the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. HD
They'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for lost yardage.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab. Breaks into the clear. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the 1st down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
As the lead Kirk as we break for the quarter. It hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far.
There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Inside zone is selected.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They open the 4th by going to the air. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope your quarterback and receivers can execute, and the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
The Gators offense retakes the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Ball handed off. Finds room at the 30. They get him down, but that's a nice play.
Entering play
Moves the
call
ball to
over
33.
solid. There are 2 categories.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
Offense moving into a bunch formation.
Yes.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. The senior calls his own number. Picks up
Entering
the
play
first
call
down.
over solid. There are 2 categories. You have 9
Offense with
options.
5 receivers now.
Flag
Empty
selected.
backfield. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is
Entering play
incomplete.
call over
This
solid.
offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game and why is he throwing the football?
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Oh, what a cut. He's still going. Heads out of bounds after a solid
Entering
game.
play call over solid.
Another great pass by this quarterback. Yeah, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
Short pass finds the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a
Entering play
solid
call
gain in that
over
play.
solid. There are 2
And the
categories.
Gators trying to cash in here in the red zone. Grinding away on the ground. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Entering play call
Good
over
push up
solid.
front here. This back, I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and
Entering
8.
play call over solid. There are 2 categories. You have 9 options. To invert yard flag selected. Pass.
Handoff to the single back. Going absolutely nowhere. The loss of the play.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long.
Pass.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play. So a field goal attempt coming up now. It'll be a 24-yard attempt, should be automatic. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid
Entering
kick.
play call. You have 7
But there is a
options.
flag down, so we'll have to check and see what that's
Return
about.
left is selected.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Deep ball falling away. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Pressure is coming. Finds his man. It's Cross. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Offense Starts facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, that one's picked off.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores.
But
the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
There are 2 categories. You have 18 options.
Retakes the field.
Selected.
What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing in third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
There are 2 categories.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yes.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Decides not to throw it and will take a enormous loss on this sack. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Kick it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down, looking to throw the football. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Could take it all the way.
Get out of the bright lights and the big stage, and some teams are wired for it and some teams are not. This has been a rough game for this offense. The quarterback has not really felt any kind of rhythm all game long. What a fitting way for him to end his night with an interception here late.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Entering Osmonetic screen, you have 3 options. Stats is selected.